guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have an exciting haul. I know, I feel like I do hauls very frequently here in my channel, but don't judge me. I love to shop. I love Sephora. Sephora is my second home. So today I have quite a lot of skincare. I noticed that my skin was reacting kind of negatively to the products that I was using, but I wasn't sure if it was just kind of like a purge or it was just me not taking care of my skin for a couple of days. So I kind of went a little crazy with the skincare. It's mainly a Sephora haul, but I do have some stuff from L'Occitane and from Bare Minerals, the Bare Minerals store. And I was going to do the freelancing video today, but I asked you guys on Snapchat and a lot of you guys said haul and then tomorrow freelancing. So today I figured I would just do a really light video. Tomorrow I could actually plan the freelancing video. I plan on doing like a top 15 must-haves for every freelance makeup artist. So not like makeup specifics, but more like tools. So maybe like a lash applicator, things like that. And then the next video could be like top foundations for freelancers. And I want to kind of separate it so that you guys can click on the ones that you would find useful. And I know not everyone that watches me is a freelancer, so I figured I would do this one, which is a haul, rather than just a freelancing video. So let's get started with Sephora. Lately I've been noticing that my skin has a lot more bumps, so I actually am receiving the Vanity Spin Brush. It's kind of like a Clarisonic, but I heard it's like better and cheaper, so I'm actually receiving one of those soon because my skin has a lot of bumps under it and it's pretty dehydrated. I have a lot of rough patches because I kind of irritated my skin. So I had used the Sunday Riley Good Genes. Well, Sunday Riley, she's amazing. She has a skincare line in Sephora and they're pretty pricey. They're known for being pretty pricey and they're very like organic, no fragrance, no animal testing, things like that. And so I have the lactic acid treatment, which is called Good Genes, and I have their Juno oil. So I had used the lactic acid treatment, but in the shower, I think I had exfoliated with like the Murad exfoliator. I don't know what I was thinking, but I used, I used the Glam Glow, the white one. Then I went in the shower and I used the cleanser. Then I got out, did the lactic acid treatment, the Juno oil, but the day before I had Nared, and I don't know what I was really thinking. Like, I know that's not how you're supposed to do it. Like, that was way too much for my skin. But the point of that is that my skin became very inflamed. I had these really like dry patches. I was using cortisone, I was using moisturizers, I was using oils, and nothing was working. So I decided that I just need to chill out and not do anything to my skin. So I kind of laid off the lactic acid treatment, which is the Good Genes, and I was kind of torn. Like, I was like, do I really want such an intense treatment? But the lactic acid treatment is good for like a once in a week kind of thing. And I'm giving you this background story because I want you guys to know like my trial and error, I guess, process. It's not pretty. Sometimes I really irritate my skin when I'm trying things out, and I just want to give you guys like my impressions on things. So I'm like really quick to try stuff, so don't do that, please. Don't just overload your skin with things. Less is definitely more. So anyway, I kept the Good Genes and the Juno oil. The Juno oil and the Good Genes, they kind of stink a little, but I was like, you know what, these are really, really hyped up on Sephora. They say if you keep on using them for over a month, you will definitely see improvement in your skin. And I'm gonna use the Good Genes kind of like a weekly treatment for hyperpigmentation and dark spots. I get a lot of questions on dark spots, and the lactic acid treatment is good for that. So if you have a lot of like darkness and like acne spots, sunspots, the lactic acid treatment is gonna help with that. So anyway, that's my little story with Sunday Riley. I was kind of mad at it. I was like, you know what, I don't want any Sunday Riley in my life, but it's just me being silly because I did it to myself. Anywho, so let's get on with the stuff that I purchased at Sephora. First thing is the Origins Maskamizer. This is a skin optimizing mask primer. Now, we all stress the importance of a primer for your skin, a primer for your eyes so you don't crease and you don't get oily, and there's tons and tons of primers for makeup application, but this is a primer for masks. And I know that sounds kind of excessive and kind of crazy, but I'm going to read you what it says. Take masking to the max. Priming mist with marine algae complex helps hydrate, soften, and optimize skin's condition so it's fully prepped to enhance your mask experience. Just quick spritz, get skin primed, and then you're ready to put on your mask. So I feel like this is just something that's going to kind of soothe your skin, hydrate it so that the mask can really do its thing. And at first I thought it was gonna like open your pores up so that when you wear a mask it really just like gets in there, but I think it's just kind of like something to equalize your skin out before applying a mask. You could also use steam to open up your pores to maximize a mask, but I don't know, I figured I would try this out because it was a cute bottle and it seemed really interesting and I've never seen anything like this on the market, so I had to get it. Next up is this mask, and I kind of got this so that I can use with that spray, and this is the Boscia Charcoal Pore Putting. Every time I walk into Sephora, I see this guy and it just looks so pretty. It reminds me a lot of Sephora because it is black and white, and I love Boscia. I love their masks. I love their cleansers. I always get the deluxe samples of their black mask to kind of just pull out any blackheads. So this one is a wash off treatment. It's not a peel off. This is going to minimize the appearance of your pores and balance your skin. So I'm really excited to try this out. I don't think it's for dry or oily skin. I just think it's for everyone, specifically someone who wants to remove like blackheads, whiteheads, and impurities out of the skin. Next up is a mascara, and I rarely purchase mascara because I do have quite a few. It's very rare that I do my makeup with no lashes because my lashes have gotten so small after lash extensions. But I saw Carly using this in a couple of her videos and her vlog, and I was just so tempted because it made her bottom lashes look so good. And even though I always wear falsies on top, my bottom lashes are really long, but they're not like dark and voluminous. So I figured I would pick this up because it was worth a try. Usually I go for MAC Extended Play Giga Black Mascara on my bottom lashes or the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black because they don't transfer on my skin. But I figured I would give this one a try. This is the Lancome Grandiose Mascara, and this is their Wide Angle Fan Effect Mascara. I opened it up in Sephora and I did try it with one of their disposable spoolies, and it really made my lashes really dark, and so I had to just go ahead and get it. The bottle is gorgeous. It has a rose. This is a really oddly shaped bottle and wand. As you can see, it's curved, and it's supposed to really give you like a fanned out doll-like effect. And I love Lancome mascaras. I like high-end mascaras. I like drugstore mascaras. You know, I'm not really particular, but I kind of missed having a high-end mascara. The last one that I purchased was probably like Dior or Chanel, and I don't know, it was quite a while ago, so I figured I would just try it. Next up is another skincare item, and this is also by Boscia. This is the Boscia Saki Brightening Hydrogel Eye Masks. I was torn between this one and the Sephora Depuffing. Now my eyes get really puffy. I suffer from really bad allergies and I'm always sick, so my eyes really show that off. Like, I always look sick because my eyelids and under my eyes are always puffy. I don't get darkness. I don't have dark circles, which I am definitely blessed, and I'm happy that I don't have dark circles, but I get puffiness, which really sucks because you can't just cover it up with makeup. Like, at least dark circles you can cover them up with like red or peach and things like that, makeup, but puffiness is a little different. So I picked this up. It's an eye mask, and it actually comes with 3, and this is supposed to be brightening, firming, and hydrating. So it doesn't really say for depuffing, but I'm guessing like the firming kind of goes hand in hand with depuffing. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. Usually the under eye is pretty dry because it doesn't produce oil, so even if you have oily skin, you definitely want to invest in eye creams, eye masks, and just preventative skin creams for wrinkles and just for dryness overall, because when you're putting concealer on top of a dry under eye, it's not going to look cute no matter how great the concealer is. Next up, speaking of concealers, is the Sephora Pantone Universe Correct Conceal Palette in Light Medium. Again, I saw this when I walked into Sephora in the like what's new kind of thing, and I kept seeing it on the app, like on the what's new carousel. They always kind of update that, but this one kept showing up and I felt like it was kind of speaking to me. I've been getting a lot of questions on Instagram whether I'm buying into the hype of correctors, and I don't really believe you can buy into the hype because correctors are a real thing. Now correcting has become like the new contouring. Everyone wants to correct, but not everyone has to correct. Not everyone has dark circles and not everyone has redness. So I don't think this is something that everyone needs. If you have your concealer and you think you're fine with that, then you're fine. But this is for someone who has dark circles, who has redness, who has dull skin, who has areas of their face that they feel that the foundation or the concealer is not doing the trick. So this is a concealer and corrector palette. So it was $50, which can seem a little pricey, but you are getting a ton of products. So you're getting the green for redness, you're getting the lilac for dull, areas. You're getting the peach and the salmons for underneath the eyes or any dark areas, and then you get a bunch of concealers. When I swatched this in store, it felt so similar to the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer. It's that really thick, creamy, pigmented consistency, which is amazing. So for $50, I don't think it's a bad deal because you're getting a ton of product. This is the type of concealer palette that you can use year round. Now, they do have a darker version of this, like the medium dark or medium deep, but I got this one because usually I use a really light concealer underneath my eyes. If you freelance, this is amazing because you only have to bring this palette and you pretty much have concealers, contours. You could even kind of use them as foundation, like light foundations with like a mixing medium or with something. You could just mix it with like cream and get like a little bit of coverage and then maybe like a tinted moisturizer. So I feel like this is very useful. But again, if you're the type of person that is just like minimalistic, you have your one concealer, you have your one foundation, and you don't feel like you have anything to really conceal or correct other than what you already have, then you don't need this. But I really felt like I needed it because it's pretty, and I also freelance, so I will get a lot of use out of this. And it's pretty compact, it's pretty packaging, so whenever I'm freelancing on the go, I will definitely bring this and maybe just like one or two concealers on the side, like my favorite ones, and I'm good to go. So $50 well spent. Next up is a brush. Now, I really don't purchase a lot of brushes because I have a ton of brushes, like more than anyone will ever need. I have lots of brushes. I have a lot of Morphe brushes, especially. When I saw this brush on Kathleen's video, like she was raving about this. This is a Sephora 47 brush. I was like, I feel like I have a Morphe brush that looks exactly like that. So if I find that brush, I'm going to leave it down below. Like, not if I find it, when I find it, because I know somewhere in my collection I have a brush like this. But I figured, you know what, I want to try them out so I can compare them. Morphe has really been killing the game. Like, their brush quality is just out of this world, insane for the price. I love Morphe brushes. I do. So anyway, I picked this up so I can kind of compare them. This is their Pro Foundation brush number 47, and it has an angle. I remember finding a brush like this in my Morphe collection. It was one of their new brushes, and it was so perfect for contouring. Like, I fell in love because it really cupped my cheekbone, and it had like this angled kind of feel. So anyway, I'm going to use this for foundation. I normally don't use brushes for my foundation. My skin is way too dry for that, and it just never looks as flawless as when I use a beauty blender. But Kathleen uses it for concealer, and I think for like powdering up her concealer, like setting it. So I'm gonna give this a try, and I'll see if it's worth it, and I'll see if the Morphe one kind of compares. One day I'll do my makeup with half Morphe, half this brush, and I'll see how it compares and which side has like streaks or, you know, whatever. I'll try it. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Next up is something that I already owned. I just got it in a different color. This is the Armani Luminous Silk Compact in the shade 4. Now, I was using the shade, I think it was 5.75, and it was way too dark. So I went all the way down to a 4. From a 6.5 or something, or 5.75 to a 4. Now, the Armani powders are so confusing because the shades are just like off. Like, I want them to have a shade 3. They have 4 and then it jumps to 2. And 2 is really light and then 4 is really golden. So I'm hoping this works for my skin. I have a lot of bronzer on, but do not be fooled. When you see me in the direct sunlight with no makeup on, like, it's pale. So I don't know how this is gonna work, shade 4. I might just have to pick up number 2 also, but I will sacrifice that. These are really pricey, but I love this powder. If you're a fan of the Luminous Silk Foundation, because you have dry skin, then you will love this. You could just use this all over your foundation, your liquid foundation, and it just sets it, but the colors are just really tricky, so I hate that about it. But even the powder puff in here is amazing, and this is, again, pricey, but I think it's worth it. I love this, and I feel like it just sets my foundation really nicely. It doesn't dry me out. This never makes me feel cakey, so I figured, you know what, let me just pick it up in the lighter shade and see if it works any better. Okay, on to my other Sephora bag. Again, this one is mainly skincare. I have the Drunk Elephant TLC Femme Boost Glycolic Night Serum. When you go on Sephora's website and you check this, the reviews are hilarious because Kathleen has mentioned like 100 times. I'm like, yes, go Kathleen. Like, she made so many people buy this. I've been intrigued by this whole Drunk Elephant line, and I think it's like a milk line in Sephora. They are carrying so many different brands now, and it just intrigues me. This one really intrigued me, not only because Kathleen loved it, but the bottle is so freaking cute. And I know they have like a vitamin C serum that everyone loves, but I'm not a fan of vitamin C because of the scent. I hate citrus scents. Like, it kills me. I just really don't like it. So yeah, I picked up the Drunk Elephant Glycolic Night Serum. This says it has 10% AHA blend, horse chestnut, raspberry extract, and cactus enzyme. And this is a refreshing, hydrating gel that resurfaces dull, congested skin by gently lifting dead cells away, revealing an even tone and radiant complexion. Fine lines, wrinkles, and other signs of aging will be diminished, along with excess oiliness, acne, and the appearance of pores. I read online that your skin will definitely purge with this. Like, your congested areas will come to surface, which is absolutely normal with this kind of serum. I'm kind of scared to purge with this. I hope that my skin looks good with that because it was very expensive, and I'm gonna use that kind of like my everyday night serum and then use my lotion and then the lactic acid treatment like once every 2 weeks or something like that, just to really freshen up my skin, because the Good Genes by Sunday Riley really makes your skin hydrated. So I know I have a ton of skincare and I'm not just going to use this all at once, because again, I learned the hard way that it's not good to do that. And I know that it's not good to do that. But I also picked up the Murad Hydrating Toner. On Instagram, you guys were like, oh my god, I love that stuff. If you have dry skin, you need it. So I'm like, oh girl, you don't got to tell me twice. So I don't even have a toner in my regimen. And I am so tired of my skin looking the way it does. Like, it looks good, but I want it to look great. You know, like, it's just one of those things that your makeup's not going to look good if your skin doesn't look good. So this is an alcohol-free, refreshing formula to replenish lost moisture and prep skin for treatment. So you basically would cleanse, tone, serum, then moisturizer. So I know that sounds like a lot, but this is a hydrating toner and it restores the pH balance, which I need all of this because the light skin tend to make our skin look really good, but in person is the real test. And I feel like I want my skin as plump and as hydrated and as tight as possible, so I'm really going all out with the skincare. Lastly, from Sephora for skincare, I got the Caudalie Beauty Elixir, and every time I'm checking out at Sephora, I just like go ahead and open up the tester and I'm just there like, ha. This seriously makes you feel like you just walked into a spa and there's flowers everywhere and you're in a garden. Like, this smells so good and it's just really refreshing. Now, I don't really think it's going to do much for my skin or my makeup. Like, people use it as a primer or as a kind of like setting spray. It says it has glowing properties and smoothing properties, but I don't know. I just love how it smells and how it feels, and it's kind of just like a pick-me-up. If you're going on vacation, like, that's perfect to just kind of mist in the beach. And I'm obsessed with the scent, and I kept thinking about the scent, so I had to just go ahead and buy it. I literally use that spray every time I go to Sephora, so when you think about it, I've probably gone through a whole bottle of a tester. So I was like, you know what, I need to buy one. Next up, Noe made me redeem 250 points for this Salvage Dior cologne sample, and he really likes this scent, so I was like, you know what, boo, go ahead. And it smells really good. It's a really nice cologne, so if you're in the market to buy your boo a cologne, definitely check out that one. And last but not least, from Sephora, I picked up the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Powder, and you guys also were like, that is life for dry skin, and I feel like the Laura Mercier is good. I'm kind of running low on mine. I do have a backup, but I kind of want to just switch it up and try something new. So I picked up the Illuminating Setting Powder, and I heard it just gives you a really nice airbrush finish. So I don't think you guys understand how happy an illuminating powder makes me. It's like, yes, we have dry skin, but we still want to set our makeup and we still want it to just stay in place. So I'm really excited for this. Anything Cover FX is bomb.com, so I will let you guys know how that goes. I'll probably use it in a tutorial. Next up, in Queen Center Mall, I went to L'Occitane. I was gonna order this product on Sephora because they sell it online on Sephora.com, but they had the store there and I was like, you know what, I've never been into this one, so let me just step in. And the customer service was so great. If you guys are in Queen Center Mall, check out the L'Occitane store. They're so sweet. Like, they gave me a bunch of samples. They invited me to this like event that they're having, this like almond oil event, and I don't know, it was just really pleasant. They were really nice and it smelled amazing in there. They weren't pushy at all, which I love. Like, they weren't like, oh, you're buying this, here, buy this other thing, like, at all. And usually with like smaller stores, they're usually kind of pushy. But anyway, this is their shower oil, and this is the almond scent. And I've gone through about 3 of the little size bottles of this, so I was like, you know what, it's time for the big boy, you know, it's time for a pump. It's been a while since I used this and I really missed it. It really makes your skin like supple and hydrated, and you can shave with this. It's an amazing shower oil, an amazing shaving cream. It doesn't lather, which can kind of feel a little weird at first. If you're using a traditional body wash, using this is gonna be a little weird because it's a shower oil, so you want to be careful, you know, with the floor. You want to like rinse it well. But I don't know, I just really like the scent. I really like how it makes my skin feel, and that's what's important. I feel like when I use this, I have less bumps on my legs because I get those little bumps when I shave, you know, like it's not cute. So this makes me really soft and hydrated. I think this was like $50, which is pricey, but it'll last me a really long time, especially with the pump. The other bottle is kind of like a pour, and I feel like I waste more product that way. This way I could just pump and use it on my legs. That's where I get the most bumpiness and irritation and things that are not cute. And last but not least, I went to the Bare Minerals store. Now again, I was gonna order this online on Sephora.com, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go in store because why not? And they were really sweet as well in Queens Center Mall. Shout out to L'Occitane, shout out to Bare Minerals. You guys were really awesome. At Bare Minerals, I went in specifically for these two products. The first one is this Oil Obsessed cleansing oil. There you go, total cleansing oil. And this has a delicate blend of bilberry, borage, cucumber, and sunflower oils for all skin types. Now, I have to admit that I remove my makeup with a wipe. Like, let's just get real right here, okay? I use a wipe, and sometimes I'll use Bioderma, and that's it, okay? That's how I remove my makeup, and that's pretty much it. And then, like, when I'm in the shower, I'll use the Soap and Glory face wash. But that's pretty much my routine for cleansing, which is really embarrassing, and I don't like that. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for this total cleansing oil. Don't be scared of oils if you have oily skin. Just because it's an oily product doesn't mean it's gonna make you any oilier. And don't be scared if you have like acne prone or sensitive skin. Like something like this is really natural, really simple. It's nothing like fragranced or weird. Like it's simple, and you just take off your makeup with it. Again, my skin may look pretty good here, but I could tell when I'm like in the car and I'm taking the Snapchat and like I turn my face, like you see little bumps. And a lot of it has to do with removing the hair off my face. Like I nair it, but sometimes I get like a bad reaction to it. Sometimes I like shave it. Mainly I get clogged pores. But anyway, since I'm dry, I also picked up the Bare Minerals Butter Drench Cream. I currently use a MAC cream, and I was like, you know what, maybe this isn't helping. Like I love it, but maybe it's not what my skin needs. Like maybe I just need a really intense hydrating cream for nighttime. And I mean, the title says it, it's a butter drench cream. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. So this is their Butter Drench Restorative Rich Cream. It says deeply immerse skin in rich luxury. I'm really intrigued to see what this smells like. The packaging is super cute. This smells kind of like clean. It smells like MAC for some reason to me. So yeah, I'm excited to test all of this out. Again, I'm not gonna just overload my skin tonight by using all of these products, but slowly I'm gonna test them out and see what works best for me. I'm really just focused on fixing my skin, improving my body, improving my skincare, really taking the time to take care of my body. Like I really want to just do a 180 and fix everything. Kind of random, but I had picked this up like maybe 3 weeks ago. This is the Murad Hydrodynamic Quenching Essence, and I've been using this before my serum. So kind of like a pre-serum, and it's been working. I guess my skin doesn't feel as dry anymore. It's part of their Treat and Repair line, and I really, really like it. I just wanted to kind of shout that guy out. And also really quickly, I wanted to mention that I had picked up the Tatcha Beauty Oil. Oh my god, I'm going to talk about this in my favorites video, but I love this stuff. Super pricey. I think this is like $90. I like just closed my eyes and pressed checkout, but I love it. So it was definitely worth it. Tatcha Beauty Oil. Just wanted to quickly mention that guy right there. I feel like I'll just talk about some of my favorite products that stood out to me in my favorites video at the end of this month. I'll definitely have a March favorites video up. My next video will definitely be my must-have tools for any freelance makeup artist or any makeup artist. And then from there on, I will do kind of like a series, top foundations for your kit, things like that, like what's in my kit, the whole shebang. So I promise those will be up, and I also will have a YouTube getting started part 2 video, kind of like going further, talking about the camera that I use, like little mini review of my Sony camera, this camera, what lights I use, things like that. So that's also coming up. What we really need to get to is these freelancing videos and these like YouTube videos and inspiration videos and just me talking to you guys, because I feel like I've been kind of consistent, but not really. Before I go, I always give you guys a little rundown of my makeup. My lashes are Lily Lashes in the style Naomi. On my lips, I have the Ofra Sao Paulo, I hope that's how you say it, liquid lipstick Sao Paulo. And for foundation, I use the LC Cosmetics foundation. I went a little extreme on the highlight. I used Becca Champagne Pop, Becca Opal. I also use Galactic. It's one of their like pinky highlights. Obsessed with that. And yeah, I went a little extreme on the glow, you know. And my top is from Target. Yes, Target. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. So I'm gonna give it a try. I'm kind of scared for the purging, I didn't eat. Okay, girl, get it together. For daddy to come with the pump butter. Like, I want to feel like butter, you know? I pinky promise. My lips are my lip is Sao Paulo. Again? Are you kidding me?